everybody. This is Esther. I'm joined, it says live now. Hey, everybody, this is Esther-Are with Urban Asset Protection. I'm joined with Ericka Williams from the Classy Climb. Before we get into how to make money and keep money in your pocket, systems, etc., I really want to give my condolences to the unfortunate family, and I have it right here. Chattanooga, Tennessee. I was on the phone with my client, Catherine, when she got word that her cousin was killed in an accident. A drunk driver crashed into a school bus, killing 5 children and leaving 25 injured. And then Latasha Ballard is one of the sisters who lost her child, 9 years old. And it's just very sad. So my condolences to the family. We're looking to create a GoFundMe, even though the school system will be paying for the funerals, and some of the funerals are happening this weekend. There's nothing that you can give monetary wise to replace a child's death. But we know they have some other expenses and want to band together. So I'll keep everyone posted on that. Okay, Ericka, so you can jump on in. I know you're excited about this topic. So I'll let you have the floor.
Hey everybody, this is Ericka from the Classy Climb blog coming today. Also have my Grandview painting shirt on because I do have a physical business. When I say physical service business, it's a business that requires me to talk to people, knock doors, put out marketing. I decided to do this video with Esther to talk about, a lot of times people are saying, Ericka, you and Esther talk about business credit. My credit is just piss poor. It's going to take me a minute to build. Well, while you're in the meantime build your business. Just simply grow and focus on building up your business. I have a slide. Let me see if I can share my screen here with Esther. I think I'll be able to. Let me see here. I'm clicking it. Let's see. Esther, what are y'all seeing? Let me know, Esther.
I'm seeing you.
All right, let's try this. Can you see that now? Can you see it, Esther?
Yes, I can. Okay,
all right,
I'm gonna be quiet.
One more time. Did the screen change?
I see the importance systems. Okay. That's what I see. 2-sided hammer.
Okay, 2-sided hammer. So this is what I want to talk about today, is a 2-sided hammer. So yes, we want you to focus on building your business credit. We want you to get that vendor credit. We want you looking nice and shiny and new. But what happens is some people get so focused on the credit side of things, they're not even focusing on growing their business. If you're just simply growing your business, you have more opportunity for your credit union, your bank to see what you're doing, see deposits coming in that account, and actually speed up the process, right? So when you do ask, it's not this thing of like, well, what have you been doing the past 5 months? While waiting on this business credit, you've actually been building your business. So on the left side, I have making income now. Some of the things I'm getting ready to use is bandit signs, referral marketing. Once you paint a house, I'm just using my business as an example. We put signs out in the front yard showing we did the work for them. We worked for investors. We put the signs out in the front yard, and you get calls in that neighborhood because people see when things are changing. They see homes being remodeled and just revitalized, right? Just simple painting. And what's important about that is people don't want to be behind in a neighborhood, much less not be seen as someone not taking care of their yard or not taking care of their business. And a lot of people are just simply busy. You have a lot of people who live single lives, divorced lives, or by themselves, and they're just busy and they're not taking care of their yard. So this could work for lawn care. This can work for tree trimming. This can work for painting. It just is what it is. Direct sales, door knocking. One of my business partner, who is also a real estate agent, knocks doors, and it's a quick, immediate response, and it builds rapport. You're not just a sign, you're not just a number, you're not just someone calling their house, you're someone knocking on their door and offering a service. This works really well in many aspects of real estate, solar panels. People seem to sell a lot of solar panels in this area, and just many things. So while you're doing those things daily, on the other side, yes, you can get credit to help scale your business. Every 90 days, you can be applying for credit and asking for increases from your bank or your credit provider. Why? Because every time they see you now, every 90 days, they'll see that you're busy growing a business and there's cash coming into the business. So when the credit does become available, you can scale more, you can scale a little faster, you can hire employees, all that good stuff. Next, let me see, make sure it clicked over for you guys. Depending on the scenario, let me see if it changed over here. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. There we go. Depending on the scenario. Hustle up scenario. This worked really well for one of my clients. I used to work with him. Guy didn't want to deliver pizzas anymore. Wife pregnant with twins. She's a teacher. He had lost his job. Just things happen. He did a little Uber and Lyft before they left Austin. He did some other items, gig economy. His wife did rover.com, where they kind of babysit dogs, pet sit dogs. And they just put all that money into a business bank account. It just went in there. Now, did it all qualify for business? Sure. I mean, it's 1099. It's contractor fees. And so 2 to 5 months later, and knowing to him and knowing his situation, is he had really bad credit. I think he had just recovered from a bankruptcy, maybe a year before that, and they had went through a foreclosure. So now they're in the process, almost 2 years later, of getting ready to buy a home out near Hutto, because first-time home buyer rules apply for people who haven't bought a house in 3 years. So bankruptcy covered it, covered that. And also the bank gave him a $40,000 credit card. I've been telling his story a bunch lately because it's just been one of my best testimonials of how if you stay focused on growing the business and you stay focused on putting money in that account, making that account look like it has cash coming through it, it doesn't matter. The bank does look at it. They go, oh, well, that's Uber. His service business is Uber, or his service business is this. But at the end of the day, it's the amount of cash coming through there. And that allows you to be able to provide bank statements and be able to grow your business with credit later. So I changed the screen. We're on marketing. You have to figure out what is marketing times sales times branding. Marketing, is it daily, weekly, monthly? Track what works. Don't just be throwing money at it. A lot of people throw money at Facebook and YouTube and all these different things. But honestly, some of the most simple marketing I've seen is where people just do bandit signs and they get the phone ringing. And they just work in neighborhoods that keep working for them. They keep putting them there. I know a lot of wholesalers who will do different zip codes once a month. So they'll put out, 200 bandit signs in this one zip code once a month. By the end of the month, most of those signs have gotten taken down by the city. They redo it again. So what's the major goal? Is it $3,000 a month, $10,000 a month? Are you buying a real estate investment in the next 90 days? These are things you have to ask yourself. What are the goals of your business? What are the goals of your life? When you're saying you don't want to ever be broke again, there has to be a measuring stick of where that is and when you want to achieve it. So 2 books I recommend really highly are The Ultimate Sales Machine and The One Thing by Gary Keller. Another thing is hour blocking. I'm going to take this screen off now. Oh, wait, it didn't change. That's okay. Anyway, is hour blocking. Why is hour blocking important? If you block out an hour of time every day, it's like a consistent hammer. Boom, 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 boom. As far as your phone calls, as far as getting to talk to your clients, as far as people expect to see you in a neighborhood. My friend that does the door knocking, he goes a specific time every day, 10 to 12. He goes 10 to 12. And that's why it's like everybody should be awake after breakfast and right before people start leaving their home for lunchtime errands. So it's just one of those things. It's the areas he hit at that time. And if you hour block, let's say your hour blocking is putting up Craigslist ads. You hour block right before 5 o'clock or you hour block before then, you can get a lot done. But if you allow that time to be set aside, like no one can bother you in that time period, you will consistently fill that hour with the work you're supposed to do. So how to never be broke again? It's got to be keeping consistent flow of marketing and sales. Marketing here, getting sales. A lot of trouble with people who are in service businesses such as mine, like painting, landscaping, trees, putting up Christmas tree lights, is they wait till the last minute to do all the marketing. Like it's Thanksgiving. I've seen signs for hanging Christmas lights out 3 weeks ago. The guy who's just getting ready to start asking December 1st is already too late. So you got to be in a consistent cycle of marketing and branding and sales. And once you start keeping track of what you do, it makes it so much simpler. If you can kind of pinpoint, like the other day I sat down and just pinpoint, what do we do in September? What do we do in October? What do we do in August? And you can see the ebbs and flows of your business if you do that. So Esther, take it. Anything to add on that?
Absolutely. You know, let me look at my notes. But the marketing is really good. A lot of individuals don't understand what marketing really means. I mean, we live in a time, and I think we spoke about that before, where individuals have an open source platform at their fingertips, and they're not really understanding how to utilize the marketing that they have, like Facebook. For me personally, I dumped $7 a week into running this show, you know, and I'm always surprised. I was at the Black Power Awards. I was surprised how much $7 a week really gets me. And you and I had a really good discussion yesterday. We were talking about marketing, but not only marketing, what platforms we choose to market on. And you are the YouTube queen, you know what I'm saying? And I really like Facebook a lot. And I want to take this time to thank all my Facebook viewers. I really appreciate you. But the point is, I use Facebook. I go to the back office with the ads, and I think I can share my screen. Let me go full screen. And let me know if you can see this. Can you see it? My screen? Ericka? Let me know, Ericka. Let me know.
Yes, I can see it.
You okay? Okay. So I go back here to the back office. And a lot of people don't necessarily know how to run the ads from Facebook. And I go into advertising right here. And when I go into advertising, I go into creating an ad. This is the back office. You can do it from the front, but I just want to show everybody going in from your laptop, because doing it from your Facebook is completely different. I mean, sorry, doing it from your phone is completely different. And I'll just go in and I'll run certain ads, and then I'll put in the ad, you know, do you want to excuse me, do you want to book a 15-minute consultation? And so here in Ad Manager, I think that, let me see, I think right here, no. Yeah, in Ads Manager, it'll give you more of a detail, because this is what I do. It'll give you more of a detail of running ads. And not only can you run ads, you can actually run them directly from Instagram as well, because Instagram is a partner of Facebook, and there's some other partners too. And so you could just really see that if you go, you can, for $7, I think I spent $20 on one right here, $2.60, $1.30, but consistently running these ads every week, what that does for me is that it guarantees on average that I'm making about $500 a day. And so then that leads me to my next system. There is no way that you can build out a business with just you, because anyone that follows me knows that I am really adamant about Robert Kiyosaki. I like Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I like Who Took My Money. That's an excellent book, goes into taxes. But one of the systems that I'm always cognizant of is whether I'm self-employed or a true business owner. And a true business owner really understands how to let go of control. So I have people that do the paperwork, that assist me with that, because when you're asking, you know, everyone knows, or if you don't know, Urban Asset Protection, we do a lot of minority consulting. We assist with the paperwork for trust, for LLCs, for corporations. The new thing now is what I'm very involved in are B corporations, or L3Cs. And these are the corporations that have are structured like a corporation or a limited liability partnership with the social service field. So with that social service field, you don't have the 501c3 tax benefit, but you write your bylaws or your articles of organization to reflect the fact that you are going to be helping people. And with this new entity, the L3C or the B Corporation, it's actually replacing the 501c3s. And for everyone that is following Mark Zuckerberg and how he's did this really savvy move with an LLC, it's actually an L3C and it has a social service field. But they're saying that that's going to diminish all of the 501c3s and give control back to the capitalists. So I'm going off topic. My point in saying that in the book of Who Took My Money was that the quadrant that I always reference with Robert Kiyosaki, on the left side you have self-employed and employed. And the systems that I utilize so that I am self-employed and I'm also a business owner. So being self-employed, I always consult and I help with people one-on-one. I really enjoy that aspect. But being a business owner, when you call or you want certain things from me or from our business, there are people on the side that are actually doing the paperwork. There's also a lot of tools that you can use as far as apps to automate a lot of your systems for those who are Uber drivers or those who would like to branch out more, those who are utilizing these new businesses that are coming up, Uber, Lyft, Uber Eats, things of that nature, and not just doing all the work yourself, but having people underneath you and systems underneath you that are doing the work for you. So that's my spiel on that. Anyway, go ahead, Ericka.
I love how she said $7 a week, folks, because people be acting like, I don't got $1 million to spend on Facebook. Listen, if you don't have $1 million, you don't have $1 million, but consistency and putting money into the program is what helps you. I put $1.85 a day into YouTube. So, I mean, it's a, ooh, that's a big old T, Esther. Are you okay?
Let me come off mute so the audience can see. You know, either I'm at the tea shop that's Black owned and his business partner is an Asian woman. You know, I'm into the tea. You may not know I was pre-cancerous about 36 months ago. And I think I said that. So my health, you might see some really nasty drinks, but I never want to get that sick again in my life. So I'm gonna eat all my veggies.
Get that fermented stuff in your body. It's good for you. I was going to hit on the fact that Esther is right. You know, there is a thing called the jet stream, and every person you add to your business, every productive person you add to your business pushes you forward in the jet stream. Every negative or doubting person you add does pull you back. In our company, we had a slow moment. We added a guy and all of a sudden it boosted our sales. And now we're going to add, 300 bandit signs around the city in a specific area to see the growth we can have in the fall and the spring. Because it's important for you to be adding pieces. Every time you add a piece, pushes the jet stream, pushes the jet stream, pushes the purpose of the company, pushes the power of the company. It's very important for people to take a minute and decide, am I a business owner or do I just want to be self-employed? And there's nothing wrong with either. What happens is we have to decide, as you're getting away from your job and you're creating $30,000 income on the side, which is great income on the side. As you go into the company, let's say you go full-time into the company, it may require some of your presence, but always keep in mind that if you were running it without you being there full-time, how can you continue to run it without you being there full-time? A really great book to read is The 4-Hour Workweek. How can you empower employees that you hire to make decisions without you being there? How can you empower people in your family, if it's a family business, to make a decision if you're not there or something happens to you? It's so important for us to do that. And I love that we're talking about this, because a lot of times people, I was giving a story in Winning in the New Economy when I was talking about, and I think I told Esther this, one of the young men worked at a restaurant, and he said, oh my God, I need to get on food stamps. And everybody's like, why? He's like, I don't make enough at this one job. He's 24. He only works a few hours in the daytime. Everybody's like, are you going to school? No. Well, go get a second job or go get a trade at community college. And it was so interesting to see the light bulb go off in his head, because that just shows you sometimes parents are not having these conversations with them about how to not be broke, how to keep cash flow coming in, how to budget. And so I think these things are really important to talk about. Back to Esther and her tea.
Yes. You know what? I really like this. Be quiet. See, you always got I got that. I like this book. I actually met him. I'm not sure if you build a business, not a job. How to build your business to sell, scale, or own passively. I think when I used to go to a lot of seminars, this book is free. You just type in the title and type in PDF afterwards, and you can find it online. But he gives a lot of cash management secrets, building blocks of scaling your business, and 35 business controls. That's, you have these controls in place, because the thing is, you don't want people stealing from you, whether it's monetary or time-wise. So you put in systems in place so that it can safeguard you, keep them honest, keep the integrity of your business flowing, because your business is your reputation, and then keep it moving. I like another book. I don't know where I got this one, but Building an Extraordinary Business. And it just really goes into a lot of leading business coaches in the US and their ideas. And then it gives you key strategies. And then the last book that I like is The Art of the Start. And I think The Art of the Start is so cool because, first of all, he knows how to get talent. He held a contest, and you'll see it in here. He held a contest for all the best book covers. So he got all of these artists to do these book covers, and then but it was free. So he got some people to design his book for free, and I guess the best one won. So this is The Art of the Start. So it's an awesome book. I like this book. It's more advanced, but it's simple. So I like to specialize in building Fortune 500 companies. I'm building businesses that will house eventually 500 or more employees. And it's a lot easier. I don't want people to feel like their anxiety level is going to reach a plateau, because the only reason your anxiety level is going to reach a plateau is if you feel you have to control all 500 employees. And that's impossible. So learning how to be on an advisory board, learning how to pull in board members. Now, when you say board members, that could be your aunt, your uncle, your good friend, but emulating Fortune 500 companies on a small scale make it extremely easy to build out in the future. So that's what The Art of the Start talks about. It goes in, and he's the eBay co-founder. And I think, Guy Kawasaki is his name, author of Rules of Revolutionaries. But anywho, he talks about how to utilize a board.
Esther, he's also alive. He is alive, just so you know.
Oh, yeah, he is alive. See, you over there cracking that, girl. I was like, yeah, he alive. Oh, okay. Stop it. Anyway.
Just being petty on Thanksgiving, I know. I can't help myself.
Had to go in. Anyway, he talks about how to use your advisory board correctly. And my friend, she was, hey, what's going on? Unique the Boss. Shout out to her. She was talking about how to utilize hashtags and copyright them and make money off of them. You see, I have hashtag Buzz366. That is, of course, the victims in Tennessee, the 5 children who passed just 3 days ago. But that's a hashtag. So if someone were to take that hashtag, write a poem about it, copyright it, anytime that we utilize Buzz366, we own the rights to it. And we could take those proceeds that come from utilizing that hashtag and start a trust fund for the families. And then when you start a trust fund with the families, you're able to charge a small fee for administering the trust fund, but those proceeds go for the surviving members. So you see how you can utilize business to spark change and positivity, how you can capitalize on something that is, of course, a tragedy and turn it into something that's positive for the people who live here. So a lot of people feel like I can't make money and be a good person. You know, I personally feel like making money is to be, having money is a result of being a good person, and it's not what you do with your money. It's how you utilize it to empower other people to move forward in life. So these are just some.
I was gonna say that's one of those old scripts.
Which one?
You know, the things that Rich Dad Poor Dad says: rich people are greedy, rich people are selfish, rich people are this. Instead of looking at the flip coin that rich people give to charities, rich people pay for colleges, pay for schools, donate to scholarships. Being rich does not make you necessarily greedy. It's how it just exposes who you already are. And honestly, you know, I'd rather have be able to give my children a business like Donald Trump than pass on a bunch of debt and y'all having a GoFundMe account to bury me as an adult. I think that's not success. But one of those old scripts I'm gonna get off.
No, yeah, absolutely. I believe you. You know what I'm saying? And that just dovetails nicely into what we just said, that you can use your money for change. If you are upset that these rich people are donating on a lower rate to the historically Black colleges, the HBCs, go make some money. Go grab a trust fund. Go get a cause and donate 2 or 3, 4 or 5% of your proceeds to your trust fund. You understand that you're creating not only social capital, but this is how you print money. You print money buying. Go ahead.
I couldn't help it. I was gonna say, dude, $1 million to $3 million changes a school. It absolutely, because they're such a small register. Like if they get 3,000 students, they have great budgets. If they fall under 3,000 students, it's a tight year. I was gonna say in Austin, Texas, there's a school called Houston-Tillotson University, one of the oldest historically Black colleges here in Texas. A lady decided that she's 92 years old. She gave $3 million. They're going to be, not only they're going to build 2 dorms, they're going to build a medical facility in the middle of East Austin. Now, it's not as black as it used to be anymore. A lot of the Black people are moving further out. But how powerful is that she's able not only have 2 buildings, but a medical facility where they can actually have a bigger nursing program. So, I mean, it's, you know, I remember the guy fussing with Dr. Dre about giving $35 million to UCLA. He could have gave $35 million to maybe 7 or 10 different historically Black colleges, and they would have named half the campus after him.
So it's about prestige too, right? So with the prestige that's going on, just making sure people aren't in the chat asking me questions. So it's prestige, and that's a form of monetary value. You know, I'm doing the not television show. I'm airing Raheem Shabazz, winner of the Black Power Awards. He has a documentary called Elementary Genocide. It'll be in Oakland, December 30th, 7 p.m. We're gonna have some key community leaders, not only key community leaders, some stars. You know, we want to have Kaepernick come out. We want to have all these individuals to come out. But the point is, what's the solution? So the solution to elementary genocide is how they utilize 4th and 5th grade boys' test results, Black boys' test results, to build more prisons. Now, what's the solution? Well, we need more Black males in public and private schools teaching. So we're creating a trust fund that will be geared towards helping individuals who want to be men, Black men, who want to teach in public and private African-centered school systems, right? Now, when you have a letter that goes out to the board members, you're going to outline all of this. And when you have target people, CEOs, famous people, all these people that you want on your board, that is printing money in a sense. So when you're printing money, you have to understand what is monetary money. Money means different things to different people. So social status and wanting to be a part, human nature wanting to be a part of something that's not only successful, it's going to make money, but it's going to impact the community, is priceless. just having these projects is something that's very, very useful, and can make you money. I mean, I keep saying and can make you money. If I don't have money, if I go walk out right now and break my leg and I don't have my $1,000 deductible for my copay, I don't feel successful. So, money is not the root of all evil. It's your intentions and thoughts and what you're pushing behind it that is considered evil. Money is emotionless, and you have to infuse it with some type of emotion in order to make it come alive, So that's it from me.
I was gonna say there's so many segments we can do in there. We could just do a whole video about 4th grade boys and the prison system projection. I mean, literally, if you see what happens at 3rd and 4th grade is many Asian parents immediately start extra tutoring. Hispanic people are now doing tutoring. You can go on Craigslist and see in Spanish all over the place for tutors, right? You see an increase of white students, not even really wealthy white students, but white students going off into private schools. I actually went to a private Christian school, and I will personally tell you that several of the students there weren't that bright. But it's different when you're not that bright at a private Christian school where somebody can give you more detailed attention because there's only 10 students in a classroom compared when there's 30 to 40 in a classroom and you're falling behind. And your mom, I'm not saying it's always the mom's fault, but if your mom can't give you that extra time to make sure you're reading at night, I mean, the best story I can ever think of is Ben Carson's mom being illiterate, could not read, worked as a maid at someone's house who had a house full of books and was bringing home books because the guy wanted her to learn how to read to her children, forcing her children to read. And now he, of course, is a brain surgeon and all that good stuff. But there is a connection between reading levels, a connection between math, and that 4th grade tutoring. I mean, pretty much 4th grade, if your child is not proficiently reading, they have a 70% chance of getting on welfare. I mean, that is like time telling, we could just do a whole segment on that. I mean, seriously, make note of that, Esther. We're going to do a whole segment on that. But the reason why this is important is because I've talked about this with Esther, is the reason why we do these videos is, I have to pinpoint, there's a guy on Facebook with almost 3 million views crying because it took 8 years for him to get a job, when over the course of these 8 years, he could have been started a business, even if it was just lawn care, and made 40, 50 grand a year every year and been taking care of his family and been fine. I mean, there's just a difference in how we go about thinking about things and how we go about processing. And that's why I love Dre's story about his father saying, if you go to class with anybody, they don't have to be your boss. You could be their boss. If you're all on the same level, you're both equal. And so that's the importance of parents too. But hit back with you, Esther.
Yeah, and Carson. Well, I just posted that on the Esther-Are Facebook, my personal Facebook, was that the best thing she could do was get him a library card, and that's what she did. She got him a library card. It's free. I lived out of the country. Do you know they don't have a library? I was like, okay, so I'm in Brazil. I'm like, hey, yeah, let's go to the library. They're like, what? No, we have a library system that is so deep, you can rent the books online. You don't even ever have to step into the library. The library has free subscriptions to all the law sites, all the U.S. patent law things, all of that. So, yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. So I'm gonna wind it down, and once again, my condolences go out to the family of the recent bus incident in Tennessee. And the hashtag is bus366. You can look it up. USA did a story on it. Local Channel 3 did a story on it. I contacted the local news channel, and they're willing to put the GoFundMe up, buyblack.com, which is really instrumental. Every time I do something to help people, they always post it on their Instagram, and they have like over 100,000 people. So it's a lot of individuals who are willing to put it on their social media, and we can make it happen. So even if we just donate $1, that's something that I have a 19 in An 18-year-old, I cannot imagine losing them now, let alone 10 years ago. Their personalities are just starting to come out. So, okay. I won't leave us on a sad note. I'll let you close us out, Ericka.
All right, everybody. Listen, please go check out Bus. #Bus366. Yes, Esther's got a GoFundMe getting ready for that family. Listen, the best thing you can do for your family and your kids and yourself is figure out a way that you get $100 to $300 daily. And whether it takes getting a trade, skills, building marketing for yourself, sales, building something on the side that requires your attention an hour a day, I think that's the best thing you can do for your family, the American dream, and living well in the new economy. I know too many men who know everything there is about sports, and I would dare them to start an hour podcast and talk about sports and review in a week. I mean, I think that would actually be helpful. They actually get their voice out and actually create a platform for themselves and their family or their son to come on and talk sports with them on their own show. YouTube gives us our own channel. Me and Esther are here on the Esther-Ericka show. Or Esther-Ericka show, however you want to play it. But I thank you guys. Listen, remember, Esther gives free 15-minute consults. Listen, definitely down below for the links for consults with me or my courses. We definitely are working on building out the business funding bootcamp course. We'll try to get that to you as soon as possible and have links available for you guys to purchase. Esther, it has been real. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Indigenous Day of Holocaust. No. Everybody, this is Ericka Williams of the Classy Climb blog. Esther.
This is thank you, Dr. Alim Bey and Kadira, Dr. Kadira Bey, El-Bey. I know a lot of people don't know she got her degree too. She up there. For letting us utilize your platform. Many thanks. And I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, so happy Thursday. TGIF. And I'll talk to you guys later. Be well, and make sure we offer consults. Hit us up. Our links are all in there if you have any questions. And be well. Have a successful day. Bye now.